Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media back at y'all for another round. And fight fans, I'm disgusted, man. Yeah, this is highly disappointing news as the word just broke yesterday that Floyd Schofield, aka Kid Austin, pulled out of his super fight against Shakur Stevenson. This is disappointing in a number of ways. Number one, because Schofield's father has just been talking, mouthing off. Schofield himself, for years now, calling out Shakur Stevenson after every fight, calling out Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur didn't even have to give him this fight. Shakur Stevenson is already established. He's already a champion. You know, he's already established. He's already a big name in the sport. He didn't have to give Floyd Schofield this opportunity. He didn't have to. He could have done what a lot of fighters do this generation and say, "Oh, he has to prove himself. Who has he fought? Who has he beaten?" You know, like Canelo does. Like Canelo, whenever you bring up David Benavidez, he beat nobody. He won payday. Like it's always an excuse with this generation, and Canelo started the excuses. But now here you have somebody in Shakur Stevenson that could have easily went that route and say, he hasn't fought nobody. I'm not going to give him that opportunity. But no, he was like, okay, he keeps calling my name out. Bet. Sign a contract. Let's fight. And then his father, these guys are lame. They're lame. They should never get a big opportunity like this, or they should at least wait a long time before getting a big opportunity like this, because the father then goes as far as to say Shakur Stevenson, his masseuse, or the massage team put some kind of ointment on my son and now he's sick. Ointment got your son sick? No. What got your son sick is you. You and your son not moving up in weight. Y'all want to be weight bullies and fight people at the 135-pound weight limit when you know your son is not supposed to be at 135 pounds. Your son is a full-fledged 140 guy. And he's drained himself to try to make weight. He couldn't make those last 3 pounds. So now all of a sudden, what happened to him is what happened to a lot of people who can't make weight. He got dehydrated and it led to health problems. The same thing happened to Virgil Ortiz not too long ago. It happened, it was actually really there was one time that it was very dynamic what happens when somebody's weight drained. And I remember this years ago on HBO where they showed Mikey Garcia was having a lot of problems making a weight. He was dehydrated and they showed him, like they was filming him on the stage, like passed out damn near. Like he was like in a fetal position, throwing up, like he needed medical help at this point. And that's what happens when you drain yourself, when you're not really supposed to be fighting at that weight anymore. So now all of a sudden he can't make the weight. He's too big for that division. And now they want to blame Shakur Stevenson with these false allegations that Shakur Stevenson and his massage team put some kind of ointment and that got him looking like he's about to, he's about to go in a coma or something. Because of some massage oil? Come on, man. You sound like a fraud, man. You sound like a lame. And not only that, but you know what makes this whole situation bad? What makes it worse is that Shakur Stevenson called this months ago. Shakur Stevenson, long before this fight even went down, Shakur Stevenson had an interview with Andre Ward. And he tells Andre Ward, I'm afraid they're going to pull out of this fight. Andre Ward said, what? They done came all this way, training camp. What do you mean you're afraid they're going to pull out? He's like, yo, this dude's he's already making excuses. Talking about, I sent some people to his house to steal his son's picture off his passport. So Shakur said, these dudes, they're already making excuses to not come to Saudi. I have a feeling they're not going to fight. They're going to pull out. Shakur said this weeks ago, and now, lo and behold, fight week, Shakur said he knew that something was going to happen when they didn't make the presser. And then when he saw that he didn't see them at the grand arrival, when they arrived to, the fight location. So when he started seeing this dude is missing multiple things, he said, yeah, that further confirmed to him that this was going to happen. So he already told Eddie Hearn and them, listen, y'all might as well start looking for somebody to replace because this guy's not going to fight. And sure enough, he pulls out. This is what you call the epitome of lame. These dudes is clout chasing. This was just done to get recognition for his son's name, but I hope this all backfires. I hope Kid Schofield never gets another title shot, or that he has to wait. He has to wait down the line for another title shot, because you can't be playing with people like that. Shakur Stevenson gave you an opportunity for greatness. He gave you an opportunity, a shot that a lot of people wouldn't give you in Shakur Stevenson's position. They would not let a young potential, superstar that can probably beat him and take away all the years that Shakur Stevenson has had successful in boxing, to let some young guy come out of nowhere with the potential to beat him and take all that glory and money and paydays and all that. No, a lot of people wouldn't even give him that opportunity. But here was Shakur Stevenson, who is now really the boogeyman of boxing. He is the boogeyman, because you got Cepeda, who said that he can't fight Shakur Stevenson because he got a hand injury. Now all of a sudden he has a fight in May. You got Frank the Ghost Martin that did just that, disappeared when he signed a contract to fight Shakur Stevenson. And now the latest in the DuckTales is Floyd Schofield with this imaginary lotion and this pretend masseuse, which Shakur Stevenson said his massage team ain't even in Saudi with him. So now this pretend masseuse or this pretend ointment all of a sudden got his son sick. No, you and your son got your son sick, because you should have been fighting at 140 already, instead of weight draining yourself to be a weight bully and fight at a smaller weight class. So you did this to yourself. Shakur Stevenson had nothing to do with this, and it's disgusting. So I hope Shakur doesn't give him another opportunity. I hope none of these sanctioning bodies give him an opportunity, because this was a disgusting display. To wait at the last minute. You know how many people probably traveled to Saudi, bought tickets because this was a big fight on that card? Thank goodness that card is stacked and loaded. Because if this was like the co-feature, or like this was the main event, imagine people traveling all the way to Saudi Arabia only to get this disappointment on fight week. It's disgusting, and hope he gets penalized for that. And, Shakur Stevenson, the boogeyman, continues. He said he's going to fight anyway. But, we'll see what opponent they're going to give him. And, yeah, this is another disgusting moment, another black guy in boxing. And hopefully Shakur Stevenson wins against whoever they put him in last minute with. And hopefully this kid Schofield doesn't get another opportunity for a long time, just to prove a point that you can't be playing with people's training camps and people taking flights and buying tickets to see you, and you pull out because you're scared. I'm Waz for Waz Words Media. Peace.